Great job of grabbing a courtesy car and getting you over here, and nobody knew any different.
Greg, when you walked back in here after the game, did you expect more of a rowdy atmosphere, I guess? It sounds like it was pretty low-key.
Yeah, pretty subdued, you know.
Does that surprise you in any way?
No, this group hasn't accomplished their final goal yet. They got one more, and it'll be a huge monumental task on Monday, we know. This is a phenomenal win. You know, they're a fun-loving but not over-the-top group anyway. They have fun, but they don't go over the top with it. And you know, obviously, it's a great win and a great environment. I don't want to discredit that. But they also understand. They get back in here and they understand, hey, we've got to go back to work tomorrow and prepare for Duke and get ready to play Monday night.
Did you have a chance to talk to Bo on the court after the game, and what does it mean to do this with him?
Well, it's been a while, you know, 99 since, so whatever that is, 16 years since we've been in a national championship game together, so it's fun. You know, it's the game doesn't change. The stage gets bigger and brighter and all those type of things when you go from levels up, but the game is still the same. We're using the same terminology we used at Platteville in all those years, and our preparation's the same. Our guys are a little bigger, you know, than what they were at that age, or at that stage. But how they handle it as young men and young adults is still the same. You know, it's still 18 to 23-year-old kids, and we're trying to get them better every day.
Goss was charged, and then the three gets waved off. What was the mindset there, the poise that you guys showed after that?
Well, we've had calls throughout the year that haven't gone our way, so you have to be able to move on to next, and move on to the next play. And we had to try to get a stop and get back and get it back to the next possession. So fortunately, we were able to rally a little bit and gather ourselves and get back and be able to finish that off and make phenomenal stops down the stretch.
That's one of the things this team does really well. I think you just go next play, persevere.
It's really the mantra of the program. I mean, if you walked in Bo's office back in Madison, it's in about 3-foot letters up on his wall, next. And it means next play, next game, next class, next day, next semester, next test, whatever it may be, we're moving on to next. And I think when you do that, you learn from your mistakes, learn from what went well, apply it, and then move on and grow from it.
How did it play in a conference where you had to go on the road, and even teams who were 12th best in the league are pretty difficult to play? How did that help prepare you for the environment tonight, which was, you had a lot of fans, but compared to Kentucky?
Well, our league is really, really good. There's a lot of tough places to play. Most of them, all of them are tough places to play. We go to Rutgers and get beat. Obviously without Frank, but still, that was a raucous environment. There's no doubt that to this point that our league prepared us. And obviously, I know the Big Ten got knocked throughout the year, but we ended up with 2 teams here. And last year we could have had 3. We had 3 in the Elite Eight. So when you come battle through our league and have to play in the places you have to play against the coaches and the players you have to play against, you get to this point, you're ready. You're ready for March and April.
Gard, you prepared a number of game plans for teams. As a staff, how rewarding for this staff is it to successfully see this one executed?
Well, it's the players did it. I mean, we show them, diagram a few things on paper, look at tendencies, look at stats, and kind of give them a plan, and then it's them that follow through with it, and they did a phenomenal job. I couldn't be happier for our players. I think that's the biggest thing, that they did exactly what we wanted to do for the most part. A couple things got away from us, but we adjusted a couple things on how we were playing some screens and some things they were trying to do. 2 or 3 times they ran it, we covered it perfectly. So it's the players that get this done. You get to this point, we can show them the way a little bit, but at this point in time in the season, they got their hands on the steering wheel.
The first half stat that leapt off the page was second chance points, 11-2, and you had a 7-1 edge in the rebounding department on your offensive glass. How do you explain that? And the guys talked about it being important all week, but to deliver that way, that kind of seems surprising.
Yeah, we were fearful it might be the other way, it flipped the other way. But for us to be tied at half and have that many second chance points, we didn't feel was very good for us. We should have been up, but we had some turnovers there that led some live ball breakaways, and we kind of got disoriented or disjointed for a few possessions there where we let them. We were up 9, and obviously they're a phenomenal team, and you get to this point, they're all phenomenal. So to be able to rally back from that, and I think we only ended up with 5 offensive rebounds, and I had a couple of flurries there where we couldn't get stops. We're in that process, but to be able to do that and rebound with this team, which nobody has really been able to do all year, is a credit to our guys.
Sam Decker hits a big shot on one end, goes and draws a charge on the other end. How many times have we been able to say that about Sam in his career? It doesn't seem like he's a take a charge kind of guy.
This might be his first one. I have to look back. We'll have to dig really, really deep. If it's not his first, then it's probably just his second. So.
And finally, how does this team regroup for what's next? I guess how does the fact that it's been a steady diet of Oregon, North Carolina, Arizona, and now Kentucky, does it kind of set things up perfectly, because there hasn't been a night off for a long, long time?
No, you get to this point when you're moving through this tournament, there won't be nights off. So it's it'll be a great game. Thanks, Henry. We'll prepare and we'll enjoy this tonight. We know what we played them back in December. They're a terrific team. They've had a phenomenal year. So we'll have to prepare, and hopefully we're better. I think they're better than what they were back in December. I know we are better, and we'll have to show what we can do on Monday night.